This time on ChinnyVision, Moon Cat and Company. Moon Patrol. It's Moon Patrol, okay? Moon Patrol is a 1982 game by Irene. You probably played this in the arcade or perhaps a chip shop or pub. It was ubiquitous and there were plenty of knockoff versions as well, even Ultimate with a Lunar Jetman borrowing the concept. Moon Patrol was released on many machines, the Atari 8-bit, the C64, MSX, no Spectrum version, although there was one planned. The original Atari 8-bit version of the game wasn't a bad game. It played pretty well, didn't look visually identical to the arcade, but similar enough. For a port of that era, the sound though was particularly bad, with the familiar Moon Patrol tune basically removed and replaced with horrible burbling noises. The game features a new menu screen here with enhanced graphics and lots of different things going on and new enemies as well, basically to bring it really up to arcade standard. So off we go, and it's familiar Moon Patrol. You go along the surface, jumping over objects, shooting them and avoiding the craters. And of course you have the various stages A through to Z, and when you go, we've just gone through B there, heading towards C. And when we get to stage E, the game pauses. And the striking thing is the enhanced graphics here. It looks so much better than the original game. The original game was no slouch, but perhaps we have more higher expectations these days, and these systems are more capable of getting closer to the original arcade hardware, which wasn't that different from the machines, the home machines themselves. The arcade machine had a Z80 processor, but graphically the Atari should be able to do better than the original home port, and here we've got proof that it can. And as you will hopefully have noticed by now, the audio on this Redux version is a very faithful copy of the arcade version. So our time to reach point E is 97. We should have done it in 80 seconds. So we've got no bonus, because you can make your buggy travel faster. So you pull, oh dear, I've died there. You pull right to make it go faster, you pull left to go slower. Sometimes you need to go slower because you may have two obstacles in the way and you need to jump in the middle point. Think of Kane by Mastertronic, where you have to slow down sometimes when you're on the horse to jump very quickly over another obstacle. These baddies here fire missiles down, and they cause craters that you need to react to pretty quickly. It's no good just keeping your eye ahead of the buggy. You have to be keeping an eye on what's going on above you as well, although only certain baddies can cause craters. There we go, that's point O reached, just over halfway. The game does have a zoom feature, by the way, so if you lose all your lives, you can pick up from where you left off, which is quite good. And there's variable difficulty levels as well. We're on the standard easiest setting. So, oh dear, you see, you've got to be very aware of what those guys are doing. You've got to know what baddie does what. Because if those spinny things appear, then you've got to be aware their missiles will hit the surface in front of you and will sometimes, not always, cause a crater to appear. And suddenly we're going uphill! Freak out time. And you can shoot the boulders or you can jump over them, and you do have to time shooting the boulders just right. Forwarded on to the level T. This is a rather compelling game. I always liked the Atari version of this game, and this just takes it up to the extra level. It's not a complete recode, it is just a... I don't want to say a hack, because it's more than that. It's an enhanced version of the original game. And it really does, even on the easiest setting, get tough down here at level T onwards. Larger craters, more obstacles. It helps if you jump over the obstacles. So in some cases you may need to shoot, there may be two boulders next to each other, you may need to shoot the first one and jump over the second one. Because you only have a limited amount of firepower. Oh, it's really getting complicated now. So it takes me about 20 minutes to get this far into the game. And even with all little tanks, some of these mines and tanks and things aren't necessarily in the original port. And they have been added. And you've got to watch the tanks because they can fire. Really got to concentrate, speed up and slow down. There's so much going on towards the end of the game. This is really good arcade quality fun for your Atari 8-bit. The game has a champion mode as well, just like the arcade. I think the arcade version has the champion mode. Isn't that the one that loops on forever? Anyway, this gets hard pretty quickly. So if you thought it was a bit too easy getting through the standard level, then don't worry, you've got this ultra hard version. You can see what's going on here. The coder says that Moon Patrol Redux is intended to be the best 8-bit version of Moon Patrol, and I cannot disagree. It's quite an astonishing achievement. Yes, it is just a mod of the original game, but it takes it up a level to almost arcade quality. Moon Patrol was always a very, very good playable game. I remember playing this in the British Legion when I was a kid, where we used to go with my granddad. We used to have different arcade machines in there. It was Popeye and Pac-Man, different games they had in there. And for a while it was Moon Patrol, and I certainly enjoyed, or a knockoff version, because there were some around, and I enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed coming back to this today. It's very well presented and very playable, and just has everything that original Atari version had of the playability, but it just turns the dial up to 11. It's gorgeous to look at and gorgeous to play.